here.
Let me assure you that had we the evidence to go after whether it was Halliburton or any other company, we certainly would.
But there was no lack of evidence that Halliburton opposed the U.S. embargo. CEO Dick Cheney went to Calgary to tell oil men it was costing them money.
Sometimes government can get in the way of sound policy. An example of the ineffectiveness of government mandates are U.S. unilateral economic sanctions.
To find out how Cheney and Halliburton got around that problem, you've got to come to a tax haven like the Cayman Islands in the Caribbean. Here's why the Cayman Islands are important to Halliburton. The U.S. embargo against Iran has a loophole, a big one. It is illegal for American companies and American citizens to trade with Iran. But if an American company is registered offshore and has no American employees, it can trade with anyone it wants. During Dick Cheney's time as CEO, Halliburton had dozens of those foreign subsidiaries, including one in the Cayman Islands that, interestingly enough, dealt exclusively with Iran. Halliburton's address in the Caymans is at this bank, but there's no office here and no employees, just a mailbox. The bank manager says the company's mail gets rerouted to Houston, Texas, Halliburton's head office.
This is designed to deceive, and that's what we see. It's what we've seen in Halliburton in so many ways.
One of Halliburton's and Cheney's foremost critics in Washington is Democratic Senator Frank Lautenberg. He says any business with Iran is illegal, unethical, or both.
We are at a virtual confrontation level with Iran almost at every moment. And to be looking for breaks in the law that permit them to profit while this hostility is in front of us is unacceptable under any condition.
And it wasn't just Iran. The year Cheney took over Halliburton, the company was fined almost $4 million for selling products that could be used as nuclear triggers to Libya. And while he was CEO, Halliburton's subsidiaries did more than $70 million worth of business in Iraq, at least some of which, experts agree, would have gone right into the pockets of Saddam Hussein. But when Cheney went back to Washington as vice president, those old business partners became the axis of evil.